Welcome to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. Part of AT&T 5G opening week. On the banks of the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. The City of Roses. And there's a player in town, Ja Morant, ready to collect his flowers. As Memphis takes on the Portland Trail Blazers, Ja Morant has been one of the most compelling players in the NBA so far this year. His mid-air pyrotechnics have made him the most riveting player in the league so far, just 3 games in. Meanwhile, he's off to a slow start, but everybody knows that Dame time is always just a quick 35-foot jumper away. Welcome everyone inside Moda Center. Mark Jones topping it up with Mark Jackson. Thanks for coming aboard. Mark, you know, a couple of nights ago, Ja Morant was the best player on the floor in a game that included several Hall of Famers from the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's just symbolic of the way he's played so far this season.
Well, he's a special talent. You can take a look at last year, playing and playoffs, something clicked in Ja Morant. His belief, his aggressiveness, slowed down for him. And 3 games into this season, leading the league in scoring, flat out getting it done. And his biggest growth period, some would say, is his leadership. Utilizing that voice, but his play has absolutely been stellar.
Hey, we're in the new era here in Portland, the Chauncey Billups era as their new head coach. They're off to a little bit of an uneven start at 1-2, coming off a 30-point loss in Los Angeles. But the one thing and one person he can hang his hat on is his point guard, Damian Lillard.
Well, Chauncey Billups and I have 2 things in common. We've played in this league for a long time, and neither one of us are concerned about Damian Lillard's slow start. He's an incredible basketball player that's struggling right now, especially from the long distance, but he will find a way to find Dame time once again. There's no concern with his play.
Lillard shooting under 40% from the field, but certain to change that sooner rather than later as we take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you by Crown Royal Apple. Morant and DeAnthony Melton in the backcourt. Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr. is back and healthy. Steven Adams also on the front line for Memphis. Meanwhile, for the home crew, the Portland Trail Blazers, it's McCollum and Dame in the backcourt. Up front, Nas Little getting the start for Norman Powell, who's out with an injury. Robert Covington and Yusuf Nurkic with a redefined role offensively for the Blazers in the middle. Look at the coaching staff. Chauncey Billups in his first year, former NBA champion with the Detroit Pistons as a player, former assistant with the Los Angeles Clippers a season ago, and his first year, 3 games in. Ja Morant being coached by Taylor Jenkins, 3rd-year head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, who led his team to the playoffs a season ago. We're underway. Morant into the front court.